Good morning, y'all. It's Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, you're just catching the replay. So if you are catching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay for me in the comments. We are going to do a fun little fall pumpkin sign. And y'all make sure you're in my broadcast channel because I'm going to put a discount code in that channel for you to save a little bit of money on this sign today. All you have to do is write down here in the pinned comment, open up that comment and click on the link and make sure you sign up to get those messages. So we're going to do this cute little fall pumpkin sign. I've had this on my site for quite some time and I don't think I've ever crafted with it. And I thought, let's go ahead and do it today. So our keyword today is fall, F-A-L-L. When you comment that keyword, I will send you the link for everything. But let me get this shared into my broadcast channel and then we're going to get started painting. How is everybody's day going? I hope everybody has had a great, oh my goodness, great morning. I like totally lost. The dogs say hello. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. So I might have to let them in because they're going a little crazy. So here's a little tip when you're using like wood cutouts that are cut by a laser. Sometimes they come looking a little like burned. They're not burned. It's just the glue from the wood, the MDF. So I'm going to take a baby wipe and I am going just to wipe all of that off and it will come right up. That's just a little tip for you. I like to take that off because especially when I'm painting the background white, sometimes that glue on the wood will yellow the white and you don't want that. Okay, so let's get this white down and then we will start painting. But hello, hi Dolores, how are you? Y'all do me a huge favor, hit that heart button for me and comment the word fall. That is our keyword today. But I'm going to use just regular like home decor white chalk paint to get this background painted. Hi, Tracy. I am going to thin it out with a little bit of water and I'm just going to shake it up just a little bit. So please tell me my keyword is working. Yay. Okay. It looks like it's working. Y'all never know. So let me get this shaken up and then we'll start painting. Y'all, our new color of the month, it's August. So y'all know that chalk comes out with a color of the month every month. And y'all, it is gorgeous. It is a shimmer, like rust color. It is really, really pretty. So remember, you can only get that on the website over there. Okay, so we're going to paint this kind of like not perfectly. I want some of that wood to show through on my surface. Move that out of the way just a little bit. But y'all tell me, how was y'all's? I don't even know where I'm going with that. Hello, hi MD. Hi Diane, it's working. Hi Anita, how are you? Let me get, I'm not really painting it like kind of messy. I cannot talk today. I am so sorry, y'all. I wanted some of that wood to show through, but I'm kind of covering it up more than what I wanted. So let me kind of leave it open in some sections. I was just over here just yapping, not even paying attention. But I think I like that. Let's dry it and let's check it out and we'll see. Hi Donna, the word is working. Yay, I did the technology right today, y'all. All right, let's get this dry and then we're gonna paint the pumpkins and all of that. It is one of my cutouts, Miss Missy. It sure is. This is actually one that I've had on my site for quite some time. But make sure you're in the broadcast channel. If you want to snag this cutout, I will have a discount code for you for today only to grab it. Hi, Donna. But what is everybody up to? Are you at work? Are you at home? Are you crafting? What are you doing? Hi, Chris. How are you? All right, let's get this totally dry. And then we'll check it out and see if we need another, hi, Cynthia, another coat. I mean, I want some of that wood to show through, so I think that's actually perfect. What do y'all think? Leave it or another coat? I think we're just going to leave it. But your girl is a little messy, so let me wipe up the edges. And we'll clean those up with a marker at the end. At work, last day of the week. Woohoo! That's always good. It's your Friday, Miss Lisa. That's so nice. Hi, Glenda. How are you? All right, so there's our backer. I'm going to put it to the side over here. It'll continue to dry, but then we're going to pull out all of our lettering, and let's paint these in espresso. I already have a whole plan, y'all. Imagine that. I know exactly what I'm doing for my life today. I don't think the notifications are working, Missy. So that's why I always tell y'all to, hi Sandy, that's why I'm telling y'all to join the broadcast channel. I don't think the push notification that normally is supposed to go out or that has been going out is going out any longer. So that's why I'm telling y'all to join the broadcast channel, because I will share the link when I go live in there. Because it's not getting sent out like the way it's supposed to. I ordered the project you did yesterday for our, ooh, yay, I saw your order. Thank you so much, Linda. All right, I'm going to take my little sponge brush. I like to paint like more intricate cutouts with these just because sometimes with the bigger sponge brush, I get a little messy and I kind of get the paint all in the crevices and I don't want that. I want this to look nice, but I get these off of Amazon. Everybody always asks me. I love these for smaller, more intricate cutouts, okay? So we're gonna use the color Espresso. Now I'm using all chalk paste to paint, but you could totally use acrylic paint, whatever floats your boat. I just already have the chalk paste, so might as well use it. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Pam, how are you? But I am offloading the sponge brush just a little bit and painting these little pieces. Now you could wipe these down too like I did the backer, but you're going to cover it up. I'm covering up with brown so you won't see the glue like I was telling y'all. So it's really not that big of a deal with darker colors. I have to regularly turn the live notifications back on. I didn't know they turned off. I didn't know that either, Sarah. I'm doing good, Miss Pam. I didn't know that. I am signed up for my own notification and I'm no longer getting it. So I don't know if it's being sent out, if it's not. Did anybody get a message that I was live? If you've signed up before, I don't even know if it's working, to be honest with you. I have it turned on, but you know, Facebook likes to be silly sometimes. All right, so going in with this espresso and we're covering up all of the brown. You could totally do whatever color combo you want. And now, y'all, I'm going to get a little crazy. Not crazy, but I'm going out on a limb with my pumpkin colors. I don't know what y'all are going to think. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to see. You did? Okay, so they are working. Okay. Did you get it through the broadcast channel or through like a personal message? You did get the notification? Okay. Yeah, I sent it out in the broadcast channel this morning. If you want to know when I'm live, you can comment !notify. You can comment this. Or you can sign up for my broadcast channel, which is right down here in the pinned comment where it says comment fall. Open that up and there's a link in there for you to join. I put a link in there when I do go live, and then I post like updates and stuff in there. I really, like I was telling y'all last night, I really try not to spam that chat very often. Just because I know it can get annoying when people constantly are sending messages. All right, let's dry these. These might need a second coat, but let's see. You got yours through Messenger. Hi, Lynette. You got both. Okay. Hi, Robbie. Good morning. You do have to turn on the notification. How do you turn on the notification? What the heck? Sandy, put the don't put a space in between the exclamation point and notify. Make it all like one word. Okay, so I think we're gonna do I think it's fine. No, we're gonna do one more coat on the hello. The fall is fine. The letters for fall. I want to do one more coat on the hello just because it is not as even as I would like. And it's more noticeable just because the letters are thicker on here. Hi, Nancy. How are you? But Have y'all started decorating for fall? I know that sounds a little crazy seeing it's only August 1st. Or crafting for fall? I guess that's a better question. Have you started crafting for fall? We have started slowly crafting for fall. We've done a little Christmas, but now my focus is going to be mainly on fall stuff. So I'm excited for fall. I love crafting for fall. Fall is like one of my favorite seasons to start crafting for. There you go, Miss Sandy. That should work now, hopefully. If not, just join the broadcast channel. Sometimes that's easier. All right. There's our hello. We're going to put that to the side. I just looked and I'm part of the broadcast channel. I get tuned up. Yes. I'm doing good, Miss Robbie. Alrighty. So, oh, you know what? Silly me. We have a couple more pieces to do in espresso. So this is the stem to the top pumpkin. So these pumpkins are going to stack. So we're actually going to be a little, I don't know what y'all are going to think. I don't know. This may work out and it may not. If I'm being honest, we'll see. Let's paint this. So there is a leaf that comes with it. We're going to paint that in the color Meadow. It's going to be 114 this weekend, but I need to craft for fall. Ooh, okay. So that's always a great question. What temperature, what's the high for today where you live? I always like to ask this. Honestly, I have no clue what it is here in Texas. And if you are new, hello, my name is Alex. A little bit about me is I live in Texas. I live in the San Antonio, Texas area, and I used to be a teacher. I primarily taught kindergarten and first grade. You started crafting for fall, 98. We'll see, Miss Robbie. We'll see. I'm going to do a eucalyptus colored pumpkin. I don't know about that. Good morning, Craft Crazy Company. How are you? 98 degrees. If you're just jumping on, comment the word fall. We are making a little fall pumpkin sign. But we're going to paint some pumpkins, I don't know, a different color. I was about to throw that away. What is up with me? 79, Nancy. Oh, I'm so jealous. Okay, so these pumpkins stack. Okay, so this is the top pumpkin. This is the middle. No, like this. Okay, so they stack like this. So we're going to do 4 different colors. So let me know what y'all think about this. The top one is going to be Hey Pumpkin, then Vanilla, and we are going to distress these pumpkins. So they're going to have some dimension to them. Eucalyptus, and then Papaya. What do we think about this? Oh my goodness, Boone. He is noisy today. Hi, Joan. How are you? Hi, LD. 90 degrees. Ooh, Patty, I am so sorry. Boone says hello. I apologize, y'all. What do we think? We're going to see how this turns out. So let's just start with the top pumpkin. This is the color Hey Pumpkin. And I tell y'all, go grab this color because it is gorgeous. And once it's gone, I believe it's gone. So we're going to paint this. You know what? Hold on. I am going to wipe these down because I don't want any of that glue to come through. So I'm going to wipe that down. I hope so. Hi, Lorna. How are you? And let's lightly paint this. So this is the top pumpkin, and we're going in with a color called Hey Pumpkin, which is a really pretty light orange color. Okay. Close that up. When I get back to work, I will be getting, yay, Victoria. You love the stacked pumpkins. Me too. I do too. Okay, then we're going to go in with the color Vanilla, which is a really pretty, like, creamy white, which I'm hoping that this will look okay on the white background. That was the part that I was nervous about with this color and the white background, but we're going to see. I think if we distress it, it'll look fine. 87 in Pennsylvania. It's supposed to be in the 90s today, but the heat index, yeah, I feel you. Hi, Denise. How are you? All right. Gonna paint this. This one might need a couple of coats. just because it is a lighter color and I'm not trying to load a ton of paint onto my brush. So let's see. I think it'll be okay. All right, then we're gonna go in with this one and we're gonna do the big pumpkin in eucalyptus. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, are y'all doing anything fun this weekend? I told y'all last night that I'm doing like a little staycation here in San Antonio with my family this weekend. My parents and my sister-in-law and my niece and nephew are going out there today. Ooh, y'all, my eucalyptus is dry. Dry, dry, dry. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up a little bit. I'm gonna put it in my lid. Y'all, this is dry. So use distilled water. I'm gonna thin it out with a little bit of just regular water. And let's kind of bring this back to more of a paint consistency. You can, if your paste, I'm like all over the place, y'all. If your paste is a little dry, like this one is pretty dry, use distilled water and mix in a little bit at a time until you get it back to the right consistency. It might take a little bit of elbow grease to get it to the right consistency, but you can get them back. And if it doesn't work, you can sometimes pop them into the microwave for like 4 or 5 seconds at a time and do it that way. Okay, so this worked out perfectly. There's our eucalyptus pumpkin. I have 4 fires burning in Colorado, so needless to say the air. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I have my granddaughters here. We will be shopping, school shopping this morning. Fun. Well, that sounds like a fun weekend. All right, put that to the side and let's do our last pumpkin, and we're gonna do that in papaya. Oh, how fun, Victoria. That's so fun. It looks like you've had a busy summer, my friend. It looks like you've done lots of fun things. I am so jealous. Y'all, do me a huge favor. If you hit the follow button, that little blue number behind me, the bottom one, will move. So make sure you are following the page. And make sure you are signed up for notifications, either through the broadcast channel or by commenting !notify. Hi, Darlene. We are painting a fall, hello fall sign, pumpkin sign. And if you're in my broadcast channel, you will get a exclusive discount. Ooh, y'all, I love those colors together. Sorry. You'll get an exclusive discount code if you join that broadcast channel to save a little bit of money on this guy. Let's dry and let's see if anything needs a second coat. My daughter-in-law and son, oh, awesome, Victoria. Let's get this dry and let's see if any of them need a second coat. I'm wondering if the vanilla does. But what do y'all think about the colors together? I'm loving it. Love, love, loving it. I am going to clean out the score lines in there so the lines are a little bit more defined. But let's get this dry. And y'all comment the word fall to get to the supply list. I do too. They look amazing. All right, let's see what they look like on the board, and then we'll see if we need a second coat of anything, okay? I really mainly just want to see what the vanilla looks like on the white. Ooh, I think that's going to look good. What do y'all think? Does the vanilla look okay? Wait, the vanilla is this color. What do y'all think? Do we like it? I think the vanilla is good. I don't think we need a second coat of anything, actually. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised at how that vanilla looks on the white. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. You've been on. Thank you for joining the broadcast channel. I appreciate that, friend. All right, let me close all these up. Let me wipe down my hands before I touch something and ruin it. Because y'all know me. I'll touch it and I'll ruin it. But we're almost done. We are close to being done. We're going to just do like our last little finishing touches. But I am going to clean out the lines on that guy. And I'm going to use a little push pin, if you will. And I'm just getting paste everywhere. I think so too, LD. I do think so. And y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button and comment, because the more that you comment, the more likely you are to win at the end of the live. I do a giveaway at the end of every live. So I'm cleaning out the score lines on there with just a little needle to make them a little bit more defined and easier to see, because a lot of times the paint will go into those lines. So see what a little bit of cleaning out makes a difference. It has, Miss Robbie. It sure has. It is a pretty, it's called Cozy, and it looks like the color Rust that we had a couple years ago, but it's a shimmer. It is really, really pretty. So go snag that before it's too late. As soon as I hop off of here, I need to go order mine. But I'm going to clean these lines out. And then we'll distress, and then we're going to put it together. And we will be done. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Thanks, Denise. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how these colors worked. I was, like I told you, I was a little nervous. Okay. That looks good. Let me put that back over here. I know, I love fall. Denise, I used chalk paste to paint all of my stuff today, but you can use acrylic paint. I just have the chalk paste like right here, and I like to paint with it. I find it pretty easy, but you can use whatever paint you want to. All right, let me pull out my Distress Oxide and let's pick a color. Should we do walnut stain, or the ground espresso? I'm kind of thinking walnut stain. I need to message you about a custom word block design. It depends, Denise. I don't design files, but I can piece one together, maybe. Just send me a message. So you're just taking it and running it through the lines on the, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Okay. So walnut. Okay. I also use these little finger daubers that I get off of Amazon. They're awesome. They're in my Amazon storefront. So if you are interested, just comment the word fall. And then at the very bottom of the message, there's a button that says Amazon favorites. If you click on that, it'll take you to my Amazon storefront. I buy mine from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I put it on my dauber, and then I like to offload it a little bit just so not so much gets on there. And we are just going to work our way around the pumpkin. I am a little nervous to go over the lines just because sometimes I feel like I don't do the best job at. Okay, so there's what I have. I'm gonna go over the lines and we're gonna see how that looks. Wish me luck. Sorry that I went quiet. I'm concentrating over here. What do y'all think? I wish I had like a smaller dauber to get more detailed, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Perfect? Okay. I'm a little nervous about it. Is anyone else having problems with freezing and the sound? Oh no, is the sound going in and out again? I bought a new phone so that wouldn't happen. At least the sound. I don't know what's going on. Changes the whole look. Love it. Okay, sweet. It just adds a little bit more detail. You know what? Let me try this. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to try to use one of these to do the lines. I think that looks better. Yeah. Okay. I might have added a little too much to the white, but it's a-okay. We're going to go with it. Hi, Darla. How are you? I hope you're doing well. All right. We're going to go around the edge. And I'm just using Distress Oxide. I wish I was one of those people who could like shade with paint. That's not me. I've tried. I need to practice. I think the shading with the paint always looks so cool because then you can pick whatever color really you wanted for that. Where did you get the pumpkins? Denise, I made them. It's a big part, it's a part of a sign. So I know it's kind of hard to tell on here, but they're going to be stacked right here and it's going to say hello fall. We're almost done putting this part together and then we will glue everything here in just 1 second so you can see it. Okay. It might be a little too much of the Distress Oxide, but it's fine. Good. Hi, Trish from California. Well, welcome on in. My name is, if you are new, y'all, my name is Alex. I live in Texas. And I love to come on here and craft and hang out with y'all and chat and show y'all that, you know, I mess up and I make mistakes and maybe laugh at me a little bit. I don't take myself too seriously around here, y'all. I show y'all the real. I'm not one of those crafters that is perfect by any means. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just following those score lines. You sure can, Miss Doreen. Absolutely. Absolutely, you can use acrylic paint, chalk paint, whatever you want. You don't have to use the paste to paint. It is totally up to you. Exactly, Miss Paula. Miss Paula. I saw Paulo. Pam. Miss Pam. I promise I can read. All right, let's dry this Distress Oxide before I stick my fingers in it. And then we're going to glue everything, okay? So here comes the fun part, is putting it all together. Thanks, Cheryl. Putting it all together. Ooh, y'all, that pumpkin stack looks so good. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with this. Okay, so here is our little sign. So this sign is, I don't think I told y'all, it is 12.5 inches tall by 8.25 wide, okay? So let's get everything on here and let's check it out. Make sure we have all of our pieces because y'all know, if you're new here, I tend to lose pieces from time to time. But I think this is gonna look so pretty. Okay. Ooh, y'all. I'm actually really proud of myself on this one. Like, I have to say, I did a pretty good job. Okay, put that on there. Ooh, y'all. It is Victoria. Oh, that looks so good. So comment the word, if you want the link to the cutout, comment the word fall, and it's the first link in the message, but hold on until after the live because I'm going to put an exclusive discount code for you to save a little bit of money on this if you want to. Okay? OMG, this looks so cute. I heard you can join point. I don't know, Miss Linda. I've been on live, and so I don't know any of the new stuff that's for this month. So I have no idea. All that was released while I've been live. So if that's what you heard, then that might be the actual case. I do not know, my friend. Alrighty, so we're gonna use stick fast glue. And so the board is scored for you. So I am just going to put my glue down or glue on my cutout, and then I'm just going to line this right up. Thanks, Karen. Okay, So I like to, y'all, I like to use the stick fast glue. You can use whatever glue that floats your boat. I don't suggest on using hot glue if you're going to hang something outside, especially if you live in a warm area, because the heat will heat up the hot glue and your pieces will fall off. Hi, Brittany, how are you? But I want to say that this cutout is $17, but make sure you go join the broadcast channel because I will post a link to purchase and a discount code for you to save a little bit of money. And that code is only good for today. Thanks, Denise. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, going in here. Put that down. And then let's start with our top pumpkin. And we are about done, y'all. So do me a huge favor, hit the heart button and comment fall. I'm just making sure it's all lined up. Yeah, okay. Because once the stick fast is set, you can't move it. So that's why I was making sure it was good. Okay. Get that on there. Get this in here. Looking pretty dang good. And we'll do our stem. Get that on there. Thank you. And there we go. It's done, y'all. I love this. I think so too. I was really nervous. I was mainly nervous about the eucalyptus pumpkin, but what do y'all think? Let's put a little hanger and then we're going to call it a day, y'all. So hit that heart button. If you want this, comment the word fall. The cutout is the first link in the message, and then all the colors I used to paint are in the second link. And then apparently, Miss Lorna, girlfriend, you need to start your crafting. You need to start, my friend. Thank you. I think this turned out pretty dang cute. I'm pretty impressed with myself on this one, if I have to admit. Sometimes I impress myself. And you could put a little bow, but there it is. Oh my gosh, y'all, those pumpkins turned out so cute. I love it. I love, love, love this. Can stick fast glue be used to glue glass? I don't know, Cindy. I am not sure. I would go on Amazon and search for stick fast and see what all it glues. I don't use it for glass. I obviously just use it for like wood projects. So I don't know the answer to that question, to be honest with you. All right, let's pick a winner. So y'all hit the heart button, comment the word fall. We're going to pick a winner for some Happy Mail from me, but this is our project for today. I love this. Y'all do me a huge favor. Please make sure you hit the follow button on my page. Like I told y'all earlier, this little counter does move behind me, but anytime you'll hit the follow button and comment and interact on anything, it does help me. Even if you are just somebody who follows and doesn't ever purchase from me, that means the world to me that you interact and help me out in that way. So just please know that I appreciate y'all being here and watching and commenting and all of that. All right, let's pick a winner. 247 comments to choose from. And Miss Lorna Johnson. Miss Lorna, you are today's winner. So please send the page a message and I will get you your form to fill out. But before I go, right down here in the pinned comment where it says comment fall, open that up and there's a link in there for you to join my broadcast channel. Go join the broadcast channel because I'm going to go put a exclusive discount code for this cutout for you to save a little bit of money today. to grab this and at a discount, okay? But you have to be in there in order to get the code. But if you don't want to join it, that's totally fine. You can just go snag this cutout on its own. It's the first link in the message when you comment the word fall. Okay, my page will send a message to your messenger. And if you don't see it, just check for your message request and it should be in there, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day. I will not be on tomorrow. I might be back on live on Sunday, okay? Y'all, if I don't see y'all, have a great weekend and I will see y'all very soon. Bye, y'all.